What's up, gang? So 21.3 open workout is two parts. So it's 21.3 and 21.4. I know there was some suspicion around whether or not we'd have like a multi-part workout, and sure enough, here it is. It's not going to disappoint. This should pack a punch. I actually just watched Ben Hagner do his, and it's everything the final week of an open should be. So let's talk the details. Again, this week, our free range official version is going to be the scaled version of the workout. I think it's going to be a great challenge. I did the scaled one last week. I thought it was awesome. I'll do the scaled one this week, and I think it's going to be a good workout. And what this looks like is we have 15 minutes to accomplish the work, and we'll put all the details up. But basically, it's a combination of doing some front squats, some toes to bar, some thrusters, and a few different pulling variations depending on where you are. So I want to talk about some ideas here. So whether you're doing scaled or RX or some of the modified other variations, plan for this workout to take probably the full 15 minutes. If you're finding the appropriate variation, you're not going to be probably flying through this. So the idea here is you want to pick a pace that allows you to keep doing really good-looking reps all the way through maybe 12 to 15 minutes of work. If you go out of the gates hot, even though you probably have the ability to hit the first set of squats unbroken and maybe even the first set of thrusters unbroken, your rep quality and the effort that you're going to be able to put into it later will suffer. So the advice I gave Ben, the advice I gave a lot of folks looking for strategies, is to break up the squats, the pull-ups, and the thrusters into small, manageable chunks in the beginning. And as you work your way through the workout, if you find that you have more in the tank, you can always speed it up. But most of us are going to be better off kind of with a measured paced approach in the beginning rather than going out of the gates hot. So literally, even though Ben has it in him to open and do 15 squats unbroken, he did 5, rest 5, rest 5, and I think he was better off for it. Like I said, it'll just save you from blowing up the legs, which will then in turn make your pull-ups harder as your body tries to accommodate for all the lactic acid they're building up. So that's number one. Make sure that you do not hit failure. Stay away from failure at all costs. Even if you have it in you to be able to do big sets unbroken, don't do it. It's you're getting lured into the pain zone. Let's see. What are some other strategies on that? Yeah, during your breaks, good thing to do is just to shake out your legs between the squats and the thrusters, shake out your arms. Just bring some of the relaxation back into your body, even though you're going to be tense in the middle of the work. Find little ways to kind of shake it off as you go. So, like I said, as you're working your way through 21.3, plan to spend the full 12 to 15 minutes working on it, and approach the workout as if it were a 12 to 15 minute workout. There's no part of that should feel like a sprint. When you finish 21.3, as soon as your final rep occurs, or as soon as the 15-minute time cap comes up, we're going to move into 21.4, which basically gives you 7 full minutes to log one max weight attempt of a barbell complex. There are 4 moves in the complex that need to be done back to back to back to back, and it's just a deadlift, followed by a clean of any kind, followed by a hang clean of any kind, followed by a jerk of any kind. So basically, you pick the bar up, you put it down. You do a clean, bring it to a hang. You hang power clean or hang squat clean, whichever you feel better with. And then you go from the shoulders and jerk it up overhead. The way I plan to approach that is I'm going to take the first 2 minutes and recover from 21.3. Try and move the legs, walk it out, bring the heart rate down. If you're really smoked, maybe lay it on your back with your hands over your head. But spend about 2 minutes letting things just kind of calm back down. Have a plan on the weight that you want to be moving towards, and towards the end of that 2 minutes, you can start to put some weight on there. But spend a little bit of time recovering. Then the next couple of minutes, I want you to get a few touches of the move in that complex that you think is the weakest of yours. So if that's a clean, if it's the hang clean, if it's the jerk, whatever one you think would be the struggle of the 4, get some practice reps there at a little bit lighter than you plan on going for your max attempt. And then with your last maybe 2-3 minutes, plan to get a couple of good attempts at the complex. Like I said, it needs to be unbroken, getting all 4 reps there in a row. And if you have a good successful rep, don't make a big jump. If it felt challenging, even like 1 to 2 pounds on each side go a long way in the scores, and like it's better than trying to make a big unrealistic jump when you're fatigued and getting no credit for it all. So again, Ben had an awesome example, got a really good rep. I think he tried to go up between 2.5 and 5 total pounds, and I think that's a strategy that most of us are gonna benefit from. By the time you get there, it's going to be pretty spicy on the legs, on the shoulders. You're going to have felt like you worked, and by that last rep, you're 22 minutes into this effort. It's a lot of work. So again, don't get wrapped up in what you can do in a very small portion of the workout. Think big picture. Think total volume of like the pull-ups, the squats, the thrusters. As you want to approach your pace here, and then be real deliberate on how you do the 21.4 max load there. You want to have an idea of the weight you're going to use, and get there in a measured approach. So I think it's going to be a fun way to wrap up the Open. It'll be a good challenge, and I look forward to seeing lots of you tomorrow. Enjoy.